Hello, this is the trade site Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 6th of January, 2019, ending Friday, the 11th, our first full week of 2019. Hopefully, everybody's back from the holidays and we can get to work. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. So flat, sitting right where it was back in July, basically. I mean, it's been flat for 6, 7, 8 months now for the most part. I'd call it flat since June. Um, that's unfortunate. It doesn't give us a lot of room, but we still put together our numbers are posted for November, December on our calls. Profitable months again, and we'll have the year-end summaries here soon. Good year for Forex, even though it could have been better if the markets had moved a little bit more in the second half of the year. Euro dollar daily chart, inverse of the dollar index, hasn't done much. Pound dollar, very flat the last month, a little bit weaker over the last couple of months. Aussie dollar. Now this thing, remember, this is on the Apple news on Wednesday or whatever. It basically spiked down and then came back up and recovered and bounced. The yen stuff really spiked. Look at that. There's the euro yen. Here's the pound yen, also spiked and broke to new lows this week. Got that inverted cup breakdown. Pound Swiss didn't do much. New Zealand dollar, not much there either. All right, let's look at the intra-week action. So here's 30-minute charts. And here's the thing you got to remember. We have the Tuesday holiday, right? So here's the end of last week. Then Monday is flat. And we close for a day, and then Tuesday we kind of go up and drop, and Tuesday is the big day. Sorry, Wednesday is the big day. Tuesday we're closed. Wednesday is the big day. Down, and then we spent Thursday and Friday recovering and end up about even for the week on the euro. Here's the pound, kind of the same story. We definitely ended up about even for the week, but it was Wednesday, the day down, that was the bigger day. We did catch that move and made some money, but it is what it is. Not a lot to talk about in the charts or anything, so let's just move on and take a look at the economic data for the week. So Sunday, we've already gone through the AIG Manufacturing Index, Japan's monetary base. Monday, German factory orders, German retail sales at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, foreign currency reserves out of Switzerland, Centex investor confidence out of Europe, along with retail sales at 5 a.m. out of Europe. Canada's IV PMI at 10 a.m., ISM non-manufacturing PMI here in the U.S. at the same time. Monday night, trade balance out of Australia, 10-year bond auction out of Japan, consumer confidence out of Japan, unemployment rate out of Switzerland, German industrial production, French trade balance, Swiss retail sales, Halifax HPI, that's the housing price index out of the UK, and their 10-year bond auction, 6 a.m. here in the US, NFIB small business index, trade balance out of US and Canada on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. That's one of our big three each month, so we'll be half size ahead of that. JOLTS job openings here in the US, consumer credit in the afternoon, AIG services index, Japan average cash earnings, building approvals out of Australia. All right, 2 a.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, German trade balance, Swiss CPI, Italian monthly unemployment rate, European unemployment rate, German 10-year bond auction. Got the GDP estimate out of UK, housing starts out of Canada. Bank of Canada does their first rate announcement of the year on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and then their press conference. Crude oil inventories here in the U.S., 10-year bond auction here in the U.S., FOMC meeting minutes. UK's got their BRC retail sales monitor. China's got CPI and PPI. Japan's got their 30-year bond auction and leading indicators going into Thursday. French industrial production, Italian retail sales, M2 money supply out of China, new loans out of China. France's 10-year bond auction. Got the building permits and NHPI out of Canada, and then the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers here in the U.S. at 8:30 a.m. on Thursday. Natty gas at 10:30. Fed chair speaks noon. 30-year bond auction here in the U.S. AIG construction index out of Australia. Building consents out of New Zealand. Household spending, bank lending, current account out of Japan. Retail sales out of Australia. Going into Friday, economy watchers sentiment. Italian industrial production. GDP out of the UK, along with their goods trade balance, index of services, and industrial production. CPI out of the U.S. Federal budget balance at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. So it's really those trade balance numbers that we have to focus on. And that's it. We'll see what we get for the first full week of 2019. But a big profitable 2018. We'll post all those results soon. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading